was the side chick at my own wedding rehearsal. We'd been together for 3 years. He proposed at my favorite Italian restaurant on a rainy Tuesday night. Got down on one knee right there by our usual table near the window. I thought I was the luckiest woman alive. My mom cried when I told her. My best friend helped me pick out the dress. Everything felt like a fairy tale. The rehearsal was at this beautiful venue downtown, the one I'd dreamed about since I was a little girl. My bridesmaids were there in their matching robes. His groomsmen were joking around by the bar, and the coordinator was walking us through every detail. Everyone was laughing and excited, talking about tomorrow being the big day. I remember thinking how perfect everything was, how nothing could possibly go wrong. Then his phone started buzzing. Once, twice, 3 times in a row. He pulled it out, glanced at the screen, and put it back in his pocket with this weird look on his face. I didn't think anything of it at first. Maybe it was work, maybe it was one of his buddies running late, but then it kept going. Every few minutes, buzz, buzz, buzz. He started getting visibly annoyed, checking it and silencing it over and over. After about the 10th time, he excused himself and walked outside to take a call. I watched him through the window, pacing back and forth, running his hand through his hair the way he does when he's stressed. Something felt off, but I pushed the feeling down. Cold feet, I told myself. He's just nervous about tomorrow. I went back to talking with my bridesmaids about the timeline for tomorrow when his best man's girlfriend, Ashley, came over to our table. She had this strange expression on her face, like she was trying to decide whether or not to say something. She sat down next to me, leaned in close, and whispered, "Hey, is he still talking to Sarah?" My entire body went cold. I looked at her and said, "Who's Sarah?" The color drained from Ashley's face. Her eyes went wide and she immediately said, "Oh my god, I thought you knew." "I'm so sorry, I thought." She stopped talking, covered her mouth with her hand, and just stared at me. I felt like I couldn't breathe. "Who is Sarah?" I asked again, my voice shaking. Ashley looked like she wanted to disappear. She explained that Sarah was a girl she'd met a few times at his apartment, someone he introduced as his girlfriend. She assumed we'd broken up and he'd moved on, or that maybe we had some kind of arrangement. She had no idea I existed as his fiancée. She thought I was the new girl. My hands were trembling. I asked her when she'd last seen Sarah with him. She said about 2 months ago at a party at his place. 2 months ago. We were already engaged. We were already planning this wedding. I stood up and walked over to the table where he'd left his phone. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I picked it up and the screen lit up with notifications. Dozens of them. All from Sarah, with a heart emoji next to her name. I opened the messages. "Baby, where are you? Why aren't you answering me? I miss you so much. When are you coming home? I made your favorite dinner and it's getting cold. Please just call me. I'm worried." I scrolled up. The messages went back years. Pictures of them together, vacation photos, messages saying "I love you," plans for their future together. She had no idea about me. In her mind, she was his girlfriend. His only girlfriend. My vision went blurry. I felt like I was going to throw up. One of my bridesmaids asked if I was okay, but I couldn't even answer her. I just walked outside where he was still on the phone, still pacing. He saw me coming and saw his phone in my hand. His face went completely white. He immediately hung up and said, "Babe, let me explain." I held up the phone so he could see the messages on the screen. My voice came out way calmer than I expected. I just asked him one question. "Who am I to you?" He opened his mouth, but nothing came out. He tried again. "It's not what it looks like." "Who am I to you?" I asked again. He still couldn't answer. He just stood there, mouth opening and closing like a fish, trying to come up with something, anything that would make this okay. But there was nothing. No explanation that could fix this. I turned around and walked back inside. Everyone stopped talking and stared at me. I cleared my throat and said, "The wedding is off. Everyone can go home. I'm sorry you came out here for nothing." My mom rushed over asking what happened. My bridesmaids surrounded me. His groomsmen looked confused. The coordinator looked panicked. I just repeated, "It's off. Please go home." He came running back inside, trying to talk to me, trying to pull me aside, but my dad stepped between us and told him to leave. His best man grabbed him and dragged him out. I could hear him yelling my name from the parking lot. That night, I stayed at my best friend's apartment and cried until I had no tears left. The next morning, my bridesmaids came over and we started making calls, canceling the venue, canceling the caterer, canceling the photographer, returning the dress. Everything I'd spent months planning was gone in a few hours.